A recent ADL report chronicles a murder in the Pacific Northwest involving a group of racist skinheads. On March 23, 2003, Detective Jeff Shipp of the Tacoma Police responded to a call about an assault at a railroad underpass. When he arrived, the victim, 42-year-old Randy Townsend, had already been airlifted to a Seattle trauma center. But Shipp could see that Townsend was the victim of a vicious hate crime.
We knew from the night of the assault that it was going to eventually be a homicide. We knew that Mr. Townsend wouldn't probably make it very long.
Nothing could prepare Randy's sister, Sandy Harrell, for the sight that greeted her at the hospital.
When I got there, I didn't even recognize him. I said, "Are you sure that's Randy Townsend? Doesn't look like my brother. I can't identify him."
Police identified Townsend's attackers as racist skinheads Kurtis Monschke, David Pilatos, Scotty Butters, and Tristan Fry. After their arrest, some of the skinheads gave statements to police. On the night of the crime, surveillance cameras captured the skins buying baseball bats. They were planning to attack a black man using or dealing drugs. Many racist skinheads viewed drug dealers, especially black drug dealers, as poisoners of the white race. The suspects headed to a railroad underpass where many of Tacoma's homeless population congregate. There, they confronted a black drug user, but he pulled a machete, forcing them to flee. Then, they came across Randy Townsend, a schizophrenic who was on prescription medication.
They asked my brother, did he take drugs? And of course he said yes. He says, "I take drugs for the voices in my head." But before he could get the words out, they broke a bat over his head.
It didn't matter Townsend was white. They believed he was a drug addict. The skinheads attacked Randy Townsend with baseball bats and steel-toed boots.
Skinheads think of themselves as warriors. The preferred weapon for most skinhead groups is not a firearm, but it's a baseball bat, or it's steel-toed boots, or some other handheld weapon, or their fists. Close up front fighting and physical confrontation is very important to them.
Before they finished, the skinheads placed Townsend's open mouth on a railroad track and jumped on his head. They call it curb stomping.
This is a type of violence that you can't really imagine. They went after this person because of a belief system to make themselves feel more superior. And the violence associated was horrific.
Randy Townsend languished in a coma for 20 days. The doctors saw no hope for recovery. And Townsend's sister Sandy made the agonizing decision to remove her brother from life support.
I threw myself on him and told him how much I loved him. And I told him to go to the Lord because he would be safe there and nobody could hurt him anymore. I think they were just out to get anybody. It didn't matter what race a person was. It was just anybody that wasn't perfect.
Randy Townsend was attacked because David Pilatos wanted his young, pregnant girlfriend, Tristan Fry, to earn her red bootlaces before their baby was born. Earning red laces is an achievement in some segments of the racist skinhead culture. If a member has white laces, it means they're new or haven't yet committed a violent, blood-spilling act.
These people murdered Randall Townsend so that this woman could earn the right to wear shoelaces of a certain color. They have to be earned, just sort of like a medal for a soldier. You can't just put a medal on your chest, you have to earn it. It's definitely considered a mark of respect to have those shoelaces, and you're treated differently or perceived differently than someone who doesn't.
Tristan Fry earned her blood laces, but she also earned a 14-year prison term. Scotty Butters and David Pilatos were sentenced to 30 years. Kurtis Monschke received life in prison.